Hello, in this video I would like to speak about walls, bridges and emotions. You might ask what is the common in between these three topics. Walls, I hope I can draw some walls. Bridges, something like this. And emotions, I cannot draw them. Walls are typically a symbol of separations. Bridges are the symbols of connections or making links in between two separated parties or two separated things. And hopefully until the end of the video you will understand what is the connection with the emotions. During my system theory research, I tried to simplify the laws or the models I could build, and as I simplified more and more my mental models, I realized that everything is about positive and negative links. This appears also in my book Self-Expansion in the topic affecting the aggression, that a positive link between two things creates a new entity, the entity of us. If this is you, this is me, then if we connect emotionally or mentally, then us, a new entity arises. The question of walls is separation is the same important, is absolutely the opposite of the link, and this means that two things, when have to be separated, then is important for distinction, for distincting two things that could be connected. When we were creating from you and me a new entity, us, we were making from two things one. And in the case of the walls, of the separation, from one thing usually we do two. And in the book Self-Expansion I have described a full chapter about the question of aggression, that when meaning that if two things are not connectable, but we are pushing them together, that's also a kind of aggression. And two things that were together and we are separating them into two different ones, but they are belonging to the same issue, then it's aggression again. This is one aspect, and now you might see that we are coming closer and closer to the emotions. That is the third thing in our title. But not only negative emotions are connected to these two things. When being able to build a wall around us that makes us secure, and this is connected to the, if I put it in a more philosophic way, that we know that we are right, and we would like to separate from us those who are not right. A team, when from separate people is established in the same time that they are finding something common a common goal, or some common traits, or something common in their personality, common memories. The same time also they are separating themselves from the different ones with habits, with licenses, with a separated clubhouse, or cards, identity cards, and so on. So these two things are strongly interconnected. And why I decided to speak some words about this is that, as mentioned before, everything is based on links and on separations, both neurologically. In the neurons, long time ago, more decades ago, was described that neurons are facilitating and inhibiting each other, meaning that one neuron to another neuron gives a stimulus that gives a further one, or gives a stimulus to another one, and this is inhibition that stops giving further stimuli. This is the inhibition, and this was the positive, the facilitating stimulus, and the inhibitory stimulus stops this neuron to fire again and to give one more input to the next one. And when I'm talking about neurons and people, like in this case, those who have watched my previous videos realize that I'm talking about complex adaptive systems and subsystems, because as all the systems we are working, both the neurons and the people, about with inputs, and they are producing outputs. And the question is whether this output is helping the next subsystem, or in contrary is blocking the next subsystem. And what is the connection with the emotions? I touched the topic earlier of the aggression, the two types of aggression, this one and this one, when two things that are linked is separated, and the two things that doesn't belong to each other are pushed together. Just imagine yourself with another person put in a small room that is disturbing you. So that you can feel it as an aggressive action. But rules as such can be also positive. When somebody is building a net, a social net, or a security net to prevent himself from falling, that's also a kind of wall. On society levels, the state is building a social security net for those people who lost their jobs, to not go under a specific life quality level, and I mean health care, pension, and this kind of stuff. But when you are insuring yourself or buying an insurance, you are also doing the same on a private level, building or preventing yourself of preventing your life quality of decreasing too dramatically. And you are happy when you can protect your house against intruders with a good fence or with a good alarm system. That's also a wall that puts you together. I have here bad news, and I'm sure that you can tell more and more examples that how you are building or strengthening a relationship by building a wall. Just one more additional idea, the question of marriage. Here is a lady, here is a man, they are in marriage, and the whole ceremony of marrying is building a strong wall around them, that no else, ladies and gentlemen, should try to create a relationship between them. So this is a wall, and people are using serious resources on showing on building these symbolic walls, from wearing wedding rings to showing up everywhere together, putting, in case of stars, PR articles about themselves as how happy they are, just to make it sure that nobody else tries to take away one or the other party. The whole process of building up walls is about conserving a specific state of subsystems. From previous videos you could see that a bigger system can be described by their subsystems and the relations of their subsystems, who is linked to whom. And the boundaries of this higher level system is secured by earlier mentioned walls. If you would steadily perform the same outputs from the same inputs, here are the inputs, here are the outputs by this system, that can be you, or that can be a person or a group or a factory, then you have to fix and strengthen these walls as much as you can, because as soon as one link disappears or another link is created, this output won't be the same. This output will change to another one, and of course that might be even better, but in most of the cases, if this process is uncontrolled, then it's worse. So building up strong relations here and here, and stabilizing these is meaning also creating walls around this particular two subsystem systems. This whole process of conservating is, as also the notion of conservation says, is going against a natural process of falling into parts, and falling into parts is nothing else than dying. So when these parts are starting to build relations with external parties, then we can say that this process or this system has died. Just we should keep ourselves to the previous example of a factory. These are the different departments. They were connected somehow, and as in the case of the factory, the order is inverted, because first they go bankrupt, and then the different employees go to different other companies, and they are joining other employers. But I hope that it's still understandable that building up walls and conserving a specific setup or a specific pattern of a system is fighting against the death, and as such it is connected to emotions. As in Western cultures or European cultures, or maybe in other cultures as well, I know only the Western cultures, you are frightened, and the whole life is from birth to death is under the pressure of everybody knows that it will be ended, and everybody is afraid of dying. Then this process of falling into parts, what I showed here with the factory example, is a negative emotion. Separation, aggression, it's always a negative content, because it's connected to death. Even then, when all us we know that death is inevitable, and you might remember from your physics lessons that all systems go in the direction of falling into parts. Both in thermodynamics and with everything what is connected with energy, the energy wants to go in different directions, and you have to spend a lot of efforts to keep these energy into a well limited space. Just face or think about the problem of batteries. The biggest problems of producing electric cars, better mobiles, better laptops, is that energy doesn't want to stay in the same place that you want to. It wants to go away, and this is this is a strong effort against the law of falling into parts, and energy should go away. And based on this, we can see also the short time happiness of the positive emotions when links are established. So there are two things, and you manage to connect these two, then you have created a new entity that has to be conserved and has to be defended by wars. But we all know that these connections are only temporary. So unfortunately, here the marriage, you can be the to put the most effort and be the very very unselfish and stay together, but death will kill one of those earlier than the others. So the marriage will end, and companies, even the biggest ones, will end sometimes. We have seen the Roman culture, the Greek culture, the Egyptian, whatever, that even the best ones will die once. So yeah, I didn't mention too many times the question of bridges, or the here the bridges, but bridges in my view are the links, and are the very good symbols of for example, two parts of the city that are living almost separate, and with the bridge you can connect these two, and the bigger, more effective working city can be established. Or is the same with the integration of the EU, or building relations between economic relations between countries, peace treaties, trade, free trade contracts, etc. So once again, thank you for your attention, and I hope that I could give you a strange but interesting connection between walls, bridges, and emotions. Thank you.